Okay, new update for Tesla, full self-driving 11.4.7. And let's see how she does. Take me to Red Rock Overlook. There we go. Let's do it. The updates have actually been short of amazing compared to what it was when we started all this. But I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't get chauffeured by the Tesla somewhere. Be interesting. We have a lot of debris from the recent rains and flooding. Stopping for the guy in the prime truck. Good move. It's actually quite amazing how intuitive the car is. Considering I was watching a special on Elon and full self-driving, and there's no code that says, hey, that's a tree, that's a car, that's this, that's that. So it makes its decisions based on 100% visual, just like a regular human would do. If any of you of my friends group that don't know about Teslas, one of the main reasons I bought the car is for the full self-driving. So the car drives itself everywhere. It's like having your own personal chauffeur. Alright, let's see how it navigates this light. I love new updates, just you don't know what to expect. But typically, it's always an enhancement or better. And truly, the software is amazing. It's amazing AI that it can think on the spot and make decisions based on what it visually sees. So the car is full self-driving. I basically sitting in the driver's seat, but I don't touch the gas. There's not really gas in this situation. The throttle. I don't touch the brakes, and I don't touch the steering wheel typically. It's a beautiful day today in Las Vegas. 87 degrees, which is a lot cooler than we've had for the last month or so. But you know, who wouldn't want this in their vehicle? Seriously, who wouldn't want to be chauffeured around and relax and enjoy the ride and the scenery versus having to drive, which is fun at times as well. But I think my favorite time to use the full self-driving, or we'll just say autopilot, is in traffic, bumper to bumper traffic, when you have to keep moving your foot back and forth, throttle, brake, throttle. Basically, you sit there and the car does the work, which is quite nice. So far, the new update seems to be running very well, very human-like. I'll be curious to see how the software handles this freeway entrance. There's a double left lane turn with a merge and a secondary merge, so it's managed it in the past, but I'm hoping that it's a little more human-like, and so we're going to find out here in a couple minutes. But overall, I'm extremely satisfied with the car. And really, the autopilot is amazing. You know, it navigates stop signs and streets and all through town, but it really does super well on the highway. And so I have it on aggressive. There's different settings. I want it to follow cars closer, change lanes sooner, whatever it's going to do. So last time I went through here before the update, it chose the inner left lane. So this time it looks like it's picking the right side. So we'll see how that merge goes. Excuse me. Hopefully there's no interventions needed. Typically not. But you know, you always got to be ready. It is a robot, basically. I don't think I can play music because they'll hit me on the audio, so I got to keep it low. Okay, I wonder if it's going to move over. No. All right, let's see what happens. Got a double merge here. 2 lanes, merge to 1, and then merge again. So let's see how the car does it. Again, this is all Tesla Vision. There's no radar, no sonar. It's 100% camera-based visual, like a human would see with their eyes. Yeah, very nice. So it's got one more to get over. Since this is an exit lane. Oh, very nice. So it actually slowed down to squeeze in behind this car, which is probably what I would have done since we were running out of freeway. Yesterday, the car drove me on the Las Vegas Strip from top to bottom. No issues. Did very well. There were a lot of construction cones and people around, and it navigated it excellent. It kind of inspired me to record. That's why I'm recording this ride today, is because I was so enthused about how well the car drove yesterday and the day before and so on, that thought I'd put a video together so friends and family could see how cool a full self-driving Tesla is. And it is cool, let me tell you. It's a little freaky at first, but as you get used to it, your trust factor raises considerably. All these lane changes are not my decisions. It's all based on the car and what the car thinks we ought to be doing. So today I'm having the car take me. The name of the car is El Oso, the bear, because he's a big white bear. And today he's taking me to the Red Rock Overlook, which is a beautiful mountain preserve that is close to the house. So I didn't want to make this too long of a video. So here's a car merging. Well, didn't seem to bother it. Again, I have it on the aggressive setting, which determines how the car responds in real life scenarios, lane changes, how close it follows a vehicle or not. Those are all things you set up in the car setup to what you like. So let's see, we should be exiting here on Charleston. Should take us off the freeway. There we go. All right. Very nice. I'll tell you, I've had, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 updates for FSD, which is full self-driving, since I got the car. It is a 2023 Model Y Performance. Normally I'd have the tunes blasting, but you know how Facebook and YouTube is about copyright and stuff, so you're going to have to listen to my somewhat boring voice today. But I am enjoying very much being chauffeured versus having to drive. It's actually, Tesla offers insurance, offers auto insurance to Tesla owners, and it's quite unique that the more you use autopilot, the cheaper your insurance is, because I guess in Elon Musk's view, the autopilot is safer a safer driver than a human. So if you continually use autopilot, like I do, just about every time I drive the car I use autopilot, your insurance with Tesla goes down. It's cheaper because you're allowing the car to drive you versus you driving. Pretty neat concept. So the car positioned us in the far right lane. We have a left merge coming up to the canyon, and we'll have to see how it deciphers that, because a lot of the right traffic go into the housing complex, and there's outgoing from the housing complex crossing, so it should be fine. The car's been brilliant in autopilot thus far, so okay. So I'm assuming he's gonna move over as soon as possible, knowing that there's a lane ending up here, so I'm guessing the car will figure that out. It's pretty good about figuring stuff out. And it doesn't always make the same mistake, so the AI base on this vehicle is self-learning. It learns. Okay, so we have a lane ending up here. Let's see what we're going to do. Well, there we go. Very nice. We are in beautiful Red Rock Canyon, the Las Vegas area. So far, since we left the house, the car's been doing 100% of the driving. Navigated the neighborhood, getting to where we were going, got on the freeway, exited, navigated through another neighborhood, and now is on the highway. I think I'll go a little faster than speed limit. You can tell it to do that. You can tell it to automatically break the speed limit in exact or averages, or you can leave it and do it manually, which I prefer because I don't want the car to speed always. Mainly because it thinks in a residential it can go faster, and I don't want to go faster because children are present, or homes and people and things. So I just leave it at speed limit, which again, my choice. So it sees this runner and he's slowing down. I don't know if I would have done that, but he found the need. You'll notice if it passes a bicyclist on the right, it'll move over for the bike. Same thing if you're on a multi-lane highway, and if there's a big rig next to you, it'll hug the left side of the lane that you're in, or the opposite side, let's say, from what lane the truck is in. That's a great update, because it used to freak me out a little that these huge trucks would be next to me and it wouldn't budge. It would hold its middle lane, and you felt like you were just right up on the trucks. So great improvement. Good job, Elon. It moves over for trucks and bicycles. So incredibly smart. As you can see, the car's driven me this entire way since we left the home. Quite fabulous. And hopefully, it's my first GoPro recording, video recording in the Tesla, so I'll have to figure out how to adjust the camera so it's a little easier to see. So hopefully this recording is going to go well, and you'll be able to see that the car is driving and I'm not. And you can see the interface is quite spectacular. If I remove the mapping, the screen is much more impressive in the city because it shows every person, car, building, structure, and it recreates it in a recreated environment. So it's not like showing you a video or a camera of what you're seeing. It's analyzing what it sees and turning it into kind of a cartoon. It's a video display of what it sees recreated, so it knows what to do with it. Very ingenious. Just a nice, comfortable cruise in the canyon. The Tesla in front of us turning. And it's so much more enjoyable of a ride when you're not driving. You just enjoy the scenery. I don't know how else I can say it. I don't know anyone that wouldn't want this in their vehicle. I just don't. Because, I mean, I know a lot of you have used cruise control, but it's not the same. Not even close. But you can see, I think it drives better than a human, honestly, in most scenarios. Even when it sees chevrons, the signs on a turn, they're called chevrons, the little arrows, yellow arrows, black and yellow arrows. The car sees those and slows down. Okay, the car will pull me in here and turn around, all those things. I'm going to disengage, take over real quick, just because of all the cars behind me, and I want to get through here quick. So, not that the car couldn't. What it would do, it would take us in here, up here, and then it would say you've arrived. So, let's... Just a beautiful scenery. So here, it's as simple as this. You can say anything you want to do. But oop, I might want to go in the wrong way, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to tell the car to take me home. Matter of fact, I'm going to let it navigate if it's going to go. All right, you better hurry up. You better hurry up. There you go. Man, good job. Good job. That was, we're in a 50 zone, so I kind of wasn't fair to it. I turned it on right in the middle of a left turn and a bunch of cars coming, but it still did it fine. So apparently by the end of the year, hopefully sooner, the software will be version 12, which is, basically you can sit in the back seat, but in the meantime you're required to sit in the driver's seat based on the FSD beta, which is what this is. But just amazing how it works. The car is 100% driving. I am not. Sure could use some tunes though. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I'm just really enjoying the drive. It's not really a talk information type video. It's just to show you, those of you that have no idea, what a Tesla can do. Basically, I mean, and there is an interior camera that looks at your face, and if it thinks you're not paying attention and you're looking down a lot and not keeping your eyes, it may mention to you with a little nag, hey, are you there? But as you can see, the entire time we've been driving, it's not doing that because it recognizes that I'm paying attention. It sees my eyes looking out the front window, so it's pretty much telling itself, okay, he's observing what's happening. I don't need to ask why or what. But take away the autopilot, which is an amazing feature. Just the car itself, the performance of the vehicle is unbelievable. Speed, power, and handling is just way above anything in its class. It's comparable to most high-end sports cars.